What's up, guys, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator Career. Today, we are risking it all. Literally, all the money in our account, all of our aircraft, 30 hours of gameplay. If we crash, it's all gone. So welcome to the flight deck. Hopefully everything is gonna go to plan here. We have our first objective right here ahead of us. That's where we're gonna be landing, at that airport right there. Welcome to, I'm not even sure where we are. Looks to be Georgia, maybe South Carolina, something like that. Welcome to the Eastern US. And yeah, this is fortunately kind of unfortunate. I've liked her, I've enjoyed her. She's made us a lot of money, but it's time for her to go. This is our last flight in our Cessna Grand Caravan 208B. So this thing is, she's been a workhorse, but she is really, really slow, and she has started to hold the business back. So we're gonna see if we can set her down gently and hopefully begin the next step of our career. But I am so freaking nervous about everything right now. I shouldn't be right now. This isn't the big part yet, but we need everything to go perfectly right in this episode. Definitely gonna wanna start losing some airspeed here. We gotta get down to that 125 mark so we can start using flaps. So we're gonna ease back on our throttle. Gonna wait for us to get back down there, maybe pull up on the yoke a little bit just to kind of increase the slowing down. Flaps are at 10 degrees. Beautiful. Look at that extra lift there. And we should be able to continue slowing down. I'm gonna throw 20 degrees, 2 notches of flaps on here. We're gonna try to make this as smooth and buttery as possible. The last thing we need is some damage to the landing gear or anything. It's gonna cost us more money because we are already running very close as is. So here we go, coming in 500 feet. Whew. Hey, we've done this dude, I've been grinding so much off screen. We have done this so many times. I really shouldn't be nervous about this, but we should be fine. I'm gonna add a little bit of throttle here. We don't want to get too low on the airspeed. And as we get closer, we're gonna drop all throttle. We're gonna engage the reverse thrust. Looks like we've got a nice long runway here. So we should be all good to go, baby. This is like walking the dog at this point. We have flown this thing so many times, but you never really know. Gonna try to put her down in the center line. Last time, ooh, you can see the interstate that we're flying over here. Dude, I just love this game. Little moments like that, seeing the interstate off to the right. That is pretty cool. Man, please keep your eye on the runway. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut all power. Throw our turboprop in, reverse thrust here, bring her down, just kind of float in nice and easy. Probably could have added 30 degrees of flaps, but we're gonna be fine. Slowly float this thing in a little bit off the center line, but we're okay. All right, not our best landing, but that's all right. Dude, almost $500,000. That's what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to make that money even quicker. Now, this is the fun part. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna take a look at Cloud Clingers, and oh my goodness, man, here she is. We've got 3.26 million credits in the bank. Like I said, we've been grinding a ton. We're gonna update our last checkup, and we're gonna see that she's worth 1.9 million credits, which this is gonna be enough. So we are gonna sell the aircraft. We now have 5.235 million credits. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna buy an aircraft, we're gonna buy it brand new because I don't wanna deal with any of the maintenance or anything like that. And we are gonna be purchasing the Pilatus PC-12 NGX. Cruise speed of 290 knots. Grand Caravan is a cruise speed of 195. That's a 33% increase in speed there. So obviously the quicker you're able to do these missions, the more money you're gonna be able to make, the better off you're gonna be. So we are gonna be purchasing this thing for 4.794 million credits, dude. This is so freaking scary. We're gonna have premium insurance on it. PC-12 NGX cargo, everything looks good. Not even loading in here. Does it not let you choose? Oh my gosh, this is so much money, dude. Literally our entire career is on the line at this point. Can we purchase this? There it is. Entire career, everything that we have done up until this point is all on this, and we officially own a brand new aircraft, dude. I'm so excited. We need to make sure the insurance is going to be able to cover everything. So this, I mean, we're just gonna have to sell. Dude, I love this thing so much. The Vision Jet is gone. You give us another $500,000 just for a cushion for insurance and repairs. Dude, if something goes wrong this flight, I mean, everything could be over. I've got 331 total flights and 20 hours in the air. I don't even know where's like my actual total flight time. Where's like game time? I'm assuming game time is quite a bit more than that. And, you know, most of this has been spent in career mode, like 98% of it. So, dude, this is everything. If we mess this up, we're kind of cooked. I don't like this. I'm genuinely really nervous. Obviously, like some of the other career missions, we've been doing the helicopter stuff. Like that stuff is all nerve-wracking because you don't want to crash. This is like, if I crash, our career is pretty much over. We're pretty much starting back from the beginning. And I'm not even sure if we could do that because we won't have like the very first plane you buy, you get like a massive discount on it and stuff. So we would literally be starting the entire career over. But dude, look at this hot rod. I absolutely love this thing. The green and gray. This is too clean. Is this our exhaust right here on the side? Oh, this thing looks absolutely amazing. We've got space for passengers in the back. We've got storage and stuff. I mean, this is getting more into, you know, PJ territory. This is an actual really useful plane for traveling large distances. Obviously, the Grand Caravan carries a lot, but she's very, very slow. So, a lot more streamlined, a lot more happening here. We're going to go ahead and announce our taxi. Go ahead and release the parking brake.
Traffic Pilatus November 5-902-902 is taxiing to runway 36.
It wants us to taxi the hold short in the dirt that's right on our left. That isn't going to be possible, so I'm just going to skip ahead. Dude, if we get some sort of a glitch where the plane crashes right off the bat, I'm going to be so freaking upset. I can't get over how good this thing looks. Look at it from the back. Look at how streamlined that is. Ugh. It's like a Corvette of the skies or something. All right, here we go. Not the most expensive, but, you know, punches up above her weight class in terms of performance. So we're going to announce our takeoff, release our parking brakes.
November 5-902-902, taking off runway 36.
This looks like a runway we should risk our entire career on right here. This sidewalk that we're going to be taking off from. This is really it. This is the runway you want me taking off from. Here we go. Full speed ahead. No idea what my rotate speed is. Please let me know, Mr. Co-Pilot. Oh my God. This looks really short, does it not? Okay, I'm going full throttle. I was trying to take care of the engines, but we're going to be fine. Here we go. I hope we can... Ooh! Get up above the trees, please. Oh my goodness, dude. You wanted me to take off from that? Are you kidding me? That's for real. Oh, we've got landing gear now too. Sweet. All right, let's go ahead and reduce the landing gear, retract them. We're going to reduce the flaps so we can get into cruise mode. We're going to contact ATC, and we're going to be climbing up to 45,000 feet, which we have not done in this game yet. Dude, this is insane. It is so quiet in the cockpit here. This is absolutely unreal. All right, so we're kind of on the flight path here. We're going to acknowledge the squawk. Let's go ahead and bring back the engines a little bit. We don't want to fry the engine right off the bat. There you go. Okay, we're going to have to figure out how to navigate the autopilot here. I'm a little bit worried. So let's see. Dude, we probably could have familiarized ourselves with the controls on this thing before getting into it. I want to make sure, let's get our PSI and everything in a good spot. I don't want it in the orange. I want everything in the green. So that looks good. We're gaining altitude, which is what we want. Airspeed is staying alive. We're good to go. If we check this, looks like we're a little bit off course. So we can turn to the left a little bit. I don't know how to work the autopilot in this. This is not any of the Garmin things that we've done before. Oh gosh, we've got like another thing down here. This has got to be important down here. Yeah, let me just bet my entire career on a plane that I'm not sure how to fly. Okay, is there a YouTube video that can help us out here? I'm wondering if we had to put our own flight plan in and stuff. Like, is this gonna make me learn how to do my own plans and all of that kind of stuff? I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because we're climbing. We look great. I love the livery on this thing. The gray, black, and green just looks so clean. This thing looks like a race car of the skies. We're moving up in the world. For 45,000 feet's our target. We're currently at 11, so we got a long way to go, but we're just going to keep pushing. Hey, ChatGPT, can the PC-12 NGX go to 45,000 feet? Sometimes the career gives you missions that your plane can't go to. I just want to make sure that we can actually get there. No. Its maximum operating altitude is 30,000 feet. While it's a versatile single-engine turboprop, its design and pressurization system is limited to this altitude range. For operations at 45,000 feet, you typically need a jet like the Pilatus PC-24 or similar. business jets. So that's the one that was $1 million more. We might be able to buy that at some point, but okay, so that means we're not going to be going to 45K. Thank goodness for a career mode that lets us sign up for missions that we aren't actually equipped to do. I feel like I'm in my own prison right now. Like this is really not good. I can't figure out how to get the map, so I'm not sure where I'm going. Is there? Oh, we've got our tablet here. Yeah, let's see. There should. See, we're supposed to be going to 29,000, which would be at our ceiling, but the game is telling us 45. Dude, it's so freaking frustrating. So we're supposed to be going to Hay, Keeps, RK, MRT. Can I put these into this? Hey, ChatGPT, hopefully you're having a good day. Kind of an issue at 13,800 feet right now. How do I put my flight plan into the avionics on the Pilatus PC-12 NGX? This is surely going to go well, right? It's going to tell me. Thanks for checking in. Sounds like an exciting moment at 13,800 feet. Let's quickly. Dude, what? I'm going to take a screenshot of this so I can put it on the video. It actually gave me directions.
Pilatus 2902, contact Jacksonville Center on 134.
Yep, sounds good. Everything's good here, boss. I'm feeling really good. I'll go ahead and contact Jacksonville. Can we do a altitude hold mode? That should keep us right here. We're gonna worry about our altitude later. All right, so I'm gonna slow this down. Obviously, in real life, you could look up and make sure you're not crashing. Here, we're gonna have to go down and really kind of dig into this. So it says go to home, select the flight plan option. And I don't see a flight plan option, so I'm gonna do direct to, no, nav, swap, close, delete, clear, expoder. Dude, WX is weather, right? It wants me to click that, MFD swap, event. Okay, we're going to figure this out. Biggest thing that we need to do, because they're going to keep asking us to increase our altitude, we're going to request a decrease by 10,000 feet and then at least another 5,000 feet after that. If I've learned anything, it's to not panic in situations like this. So we are still continuing on to Hay, which is 30 nautical miles out. We're all good to go. It's a beautiful day for flying. We don't have any inclement weather or anything to worry about. We're in this beautiful plane that has plenty of gas, plenty of speed, plenty of cargo. We're going to get paid a bunch of money as long as we can land it, and really that's all we're worried about right now. Dude, I can't figure it out. I've watched 3 videos now. I just don't understand. I think it's bugged because technically, so we've got autopilot on. If I take heading mode off, the plane is just going to kind of fly wherever, do whatever. If we move our heading bug and we keep it on 290, which is exactly where we're pointing right now, if I put heading select mode on, that should follow that 290. But look at this, every time it starts to turn out of the 290. The whole plane is turning left here. This entire episode I've been having to put right stick into it. And we're gonna start turning 289, 288. Technically our heading bug was at 288. And really right now, if we turned our heading bug way to the right, the plane should be turning to the right, but it's still turning left. Well, the good news is we got them to agree to let us fly at 14,000 feet, which obviously we're going to save fuel and everything if we fly higher, but the fact that this isn't working is just making me really nervous. So we're going to drop down to 14,000 feet. We're going to get our altitude hold mode back on, and we should just be able to fly this thing fairly manually. But yeah, the videos I've watched, you should be able to go in here, and when you click on flight plan, oh, wait a second. Now it's working. Yes! Now we should be able to put this in. So we were taking off from, let's get our list here, KDOR. So we've got KDOR in the origin already. And then our destination is going to be KSCA. If we type that in down here. Ooh, did that do it? Okay. SCA. KSCA. Beautiful. Altitude and speed, I'm going to say 230 knots at 20,000 feet. I guess we want 14,000, right? So we're going to do FL140. FL140, fuel weight. I'm not even really worried about that. Okay. Insert. Activate. It looks like it gave us a different flight plan over here. So it's going to want us to follow that, which is not the flight plan that we have set by the game, which if we close this, oh, dude, I just realized how cool the windshield wipers on this thing are. If we go outside, I think that's going to be off to our left. So what do we trust? The game or the flight plan that we put in, technically, I think this green line right here is our flight plan. The real question is it going to let me put it on nav mode? Nav mode is on. So let's see what the plane does. Technically, we should be good as long as we're going to KSCA, which that, again, let's just double check that that's where we're supposed to be going. KSCA, runway 28. Then we should be okay. We should officially be... I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna see what happens. Let's go outside. We're gonna increase the sim rate a little bit, and we're gonna see what happens. Because technically, this plane, oh my gosh, she is so smooth compared to the 208B. It's taking us away from where the game was telling us to go, but technically, this plane should be going exactly where we need it to. It should be taking us to this green line, and it should turn left. So we're just gonna hope that's what happens. Don't let me down, plane. Take a left. Take a left, please. Please take a... It's not taking a left, is it? It's going to cross over that... Oh, no! She intercepted it aggressively. Now we're on a pink line. Dude, we locked in. I thought it was for sure going through. Okay, I will say the aircraft get a little bit weird in this game. So I'm going to give it a little bit of help because they kind of like try way too hard. Hold on. Let's slow this back down to normal speed. I'm going to take it off autopilot for a minute. I'm going to get it on the line. If you get it on the pink line, like it'll go past it and then try to refix itself and go back past it, and it just kind of pendulums back and forth. If you get it on the line where you want it, it should stay there. So we've just got to get it there. Oh my gosh, dude. We just learned how to fly this thing via a YouTube tutorial while in the air. Our entire career is on this. This wasn't the best idea, but I kind of love it. Get her lined up. And she's good. Nav mode is on. Autopilot has the stick. She's lined up here. She's probably going to do a little bit of back and forth. Let's go ahead and increase the sim rate just to see what happens. And we are good to go. We are officially flying this thing without any inputs. I didn't think it was going to be possible shortly after takeoff. Thanks, game. At least the plane didn't crash. Bro, okay, so we're taking a different one. We're going to be taking a cargo transport down to West Palm Beach, Florida. Honestly, even better. Let's fly to some nice sunny skies, some palm trees, and hopefully not worry about the fact that we nearly endangered ourselves with hypoxia, which is lack of oxygen. You start to get kind of a little bit loopy. You don't make the right decisions. I don't even think you can really tell it's kind of coming on. Like eventually your vision gets weird and stuff like that. And that's at that point you're kind of getting to where it might be too late, but it just kind of like slowly creeps up on you. It's very scary stuff, especially for pilots if you fly too high. Okay, so we're gonna be taking off from 2R7 Franklinton. So 2R7, go ahead and enter that. But it doesn't want that. It wants like the 5. You see what I put in? 2R7, enter. It says invalid entry. Send route to avionics. There's a button for it. Fly out plan with ATC, send route to avionics, activate it. We've got a freaking flight plan in there. That's all you've got to do. 2R7 wasn't working, but we got to work around, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's ride out. We got a really interesting runway here. It's a bit short on the left. We're obviously going to have to go down and turn around. Dude, this thing sits so low to the ground. I kind of love it. Look at how insane this thing looks. All right, well, we get 2 takeoffs here, which is obviously very exciting. We're going to want to slow things down a little bit. Probably put in some reverse thrust to be able to make this turn. And go inside. I love how quiet this thing is inside and out. A little bit of reverse thrust. Just slow the engine down. Get things turn. Let her go. And we have a beautiful runway in front of us. Let's go full throttle. We got 1 set of flaps. And we are going to get to the end of this runway and have a nice, smooth takeoff, baby. She definitely pulls hard to the left, so I got to add some right rudder to be able to keep her on that center line. Kind of a bit off center here on the interior view, but we're going to be fine. Waiting for that rotate. V1 rotate. Here we go. So we can pull back. Should be able to take off. We're going to go ahead and reduce flaps. Let's go ahead and bring up the landing gear. Go outside so we can watch that happen. Yes, that's sick. Don't look too long at the landing gear because you could get yourself in a really bad position, but we're going to be all right. Okay, we are headed this way, baby. We're flying to Brady Ranch, climbing to 1,400 feet. I can do that. We are going to have to request a reduction in our altitude at some point, but my goodness, I think we might actually have this thing figured out now. Trial by air, trial by fire. We got her done. And technically, we're currently off the flight path. So again, I'm going to shut that off. I'm not even going to listen to that. We're going to get on the flight path down here. Oop, bring the engines back a little bit. We don't want to kill these things. Let's go ahead and get autopilot and navigation on. We're locked. We're good to go. The plane is all set up here. Now, technically, our flight plan has us going to 29,000. I'm just...
5 miles east of 2 Romeo, 73,400 feet, altimeter tree 0.
I know this is a pressurized plane. I just don't know how to turn the oxygen on. I would think
Roger, Pilatus,
it would be in a
292.
pretty important spot. We've got ice protection. That's nice. That's good to know when we're flying up north. Feather inhibit, no. Okay. I'm gonna say let's... Hey, ChatGPT, thank you for teaching me how to fly airplanes. What altitude can I fly safely without oxygen? She should get back to me in a second. We've got kind of a dull service area right here. 12,500 to 14,000. FAA requires supplemental oxygen for flight crew if you're at the altitude for more than 30 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna go to 12.5. So let's go ahead and plug 12,005. Well, hold on a second. We could try to see how to turn on oxygen. I don't see how to turn it on. It's fine, dude. Let's just go to 12.5 and let's just enjoy our time. So we're gonna go to 12.5. We're gonna put this on flight level change mode. Hopefully the plane's not gonna fight me the entire time. It's just gonna go to 12.5 and then it's gonna behave and be a good girl. Otherwise, she's gonna get a spanking out here. You wouldn't want to get a spanking in front of all these beautiful people watching this episode, would you? I didn't think so. Now, technically, we could skip to descent, but we're gonna be paid so much more if we don't. So let's see what happens here. Engines are good. Oil pressure, fuel, everything's looking good. It is gonna even out at 12.5 this time. Beautiful. So our job's done here. We are at cruising altitude. We're at what we're meant to do right now.
12,500 feet.
We're holding at 12,500 feet. I mean, we could give it a little bit more gas if we wanted to go a little bit faster. Really, all we have to do is sit back, relax, get handed off the different air traffic controllers as we go, and we're going to be okay. So currently, our ground speed is 279 knots, which is ridiculous. 279 knot ground speed in miles per hour is about 321 miles per hour. So we are currently going 321 miles an hour as the crow flies directly to our destination. Nice, easy, slow flight. Don't have to worry about anything. Our cargo is going to be good to go. It's a beautiful day, and we're going to make... I think we're going to make $1 million on this one. The last one wasn't even a milli, so you know what? If it's not worth 7 figs, your boy ain't coming. Oh, we've got our first turn coming up here. We made it to Wigo. That's our first checkpoint on our flight plan. Can we actually see? Oh, yeah, you can see it there. Wigo, none, PFNLB. I don't know what's going on there, but the plane is turning itself. I'm not touching anything. It should align us with Wigo, and then we're going to move on to the next leg of our flight. I really wish I knew how to zoom this out, but I think we're all good to go, baby. I think we've actually kind of figured this out. Putting your flight plan in is the most important part, and we have that now. So we're just going to put this thing in hyperspeed. This is I think 8 times normal, so we're going, 2,000 miles an hour here, just about. And we're gonna make it to our destination in no time. Dude, this, even with the mishaps, this thing is so much more fun to fly than the 208. Like this, it can actually take off. Landing, I'm assuming, is gonna be really, really smooth as well. I'm excited to see what happens. Got some river deltas down there. Dude, this is just so fascinating, just watching the world go by. Got the Gulf of Mexico down there, and we're just cruising. Another turn coming up. Let's see if we can do this. The sim rate makes me a little bit nervous. Oh gosh, we are cutting directly out over the Gulf of Mexico. I didn't know that was happening. Sim rate's gonna make a few corrections there, but we should be okay. I hate how it ping pongs back and forth like that. But all right, say sayonara to land. Oh, there's oxygen. ELT cover? Oh my gosh, dude. If we put this on, keep closed without goggles. If we put this on, quartz hours, oxygen. I mean, we probably shouldn't be looking down, not paying attention to where we're at. Oh, it's all blue. Hello, are we okay? We're still hanging at 12,500. Use your instruments, Trev. Okay, so there is a way to supply oxygen, but it looks like we don't have any, there's no PSI and we don't have any quarts of oxygen in there, so we might need to set that up before we fly. We might have to buy that at the airport. So, okay. Nothing but blue sky, white clouds, blue ocean in front of us. We're making our way to West Palm. Or somewhere near West Palm. It's not actually West Palm. It's just outside of it. We're going to South Florida. Let's take a look at the... Oh, since we sent it from this manual into the airplane so it all matches, the last flight we had the airplane make its own. Now that we have it actually matching in here, that means we're actually following it. So we've got the coast of Florida coming up here to this. Okay. We just figured out an integral part of this game. This is going to make our life 1,000,000 times easier. Welcome to Florida. We're going to see Tampa Bay off to the right over there. Dude, we are absolutely flying. Thank goodness for the sim rate. My goodness. Now, Florida is a pretty thick state here, so we're going to have quite a bit of ground to cover. Ooh, we're actually landing on the east coast of Lake Okeechobee, so that'll be kind of interesting, getting down the Everglades. This game is just so unbelievably beautiful, dude. I love this so much. The sense of freedom. We just flew over the Gulf of Mexico into Florida. We're gonna go land near Lake Okeechobee, get paid a bunch of money. This is absolutely amazing, especially when you slow it down to actually appreciate it. Let's get rid of this as well. I mean, just actually fully get rid of it. I mean, this is real-time speed now. Obviously speeding it up because we had so many issues with that first one. I just don't want to take too long here, but yeah, this is pretty spectacular. Now, I have no idea how to do like approach modes and things like that. Can we put approach mode on? No, I think we've got to put stuff in there. So I'm going to take her off autopilot. Let's go ahead and shut everything off here. We're going to want to, I think we're getting fairly close to where we're going to be landing Brady Ranch down there. So we're just going to take control of this thing, back off of the throttle a little bit. We're gonna have to get her down to speed so she's ready to land, and I'm hoping for one of our best landings yet. This big body of water right here is actually a lake. It's the largest lake in Florida, Lake Okeechobee here. This is actually the second largest lake in the United States behind Michigan, which is crazy. So this thing is bigger than most of the Great Lakes, which is insane to think about. And honestly, the craziest fact about this thing that I'm pretty sure is true is that it's really, really shallow. I think the average depth is somewhere between like 8 and 12 feet, 8 and 15 feet, something like that. Like it's under 20 feet. It's under 15. It's a, you know, obviously a part of the Everglades, kind of the gateway to the Everglades in a sense. But to think about, like, on average out there, it's 8 to 12 feet. Obviously in the middle, it's going to get deeper in pockets and things, but that just doesn't seem possible. I've never seen it in person, driven kind of close to it a bunch of times. I don't really know what you do on it. There's probably some fishing, probably a lot of gators and things, who knows. But Brady Ranch is also just off of it, and we're going to go land there. She's beautiful. That is a lot of water. An absolutely enormous amount of water. And it looks like we've got a bunch of canals and stuff off to the sides. There were quite a few neighborhoods back behind us that had, you know, waterfront homes and boats and stuff. So, I mean, this looks pretty nice. I wouldn't say this is a lake that you want to, you know, pine for going swimming and stuff in, but it's definitely pretty to look at. So we need to be careful about our airspeed here. We definitely, where's that airport at? It's down here. Okay. Brady Ranch, are we landing on grass? I'm a little bit nervous about this. All right, so we're going to talk to ATC about this. I'm going to slow us down. We're at 0% throttle here. We're going to have to air this out a little bit and reduce our airspeed so we could put flaps down. I'm not sure what speed we can put flaps down at. Usually there's a white line on the airspeed indicator, but looks like we've got nothing but silence on the ATC side of things. Oh, dude, Brady, is that Brady Ranch right there? Brady Ranch is a grass airport. You've got me flying my new multi-million-dollar jet into a grass airport. Turboprop, it's not a jet, but you guys get the difference. Okay, I think it wants us to go out and around and come back. Yeah, we're gonna have to follow this flight plan here. No, oh, it's paved. It's paved. We're good. That's a paved runway, right? I think we're good. We've got like the FBO, the main building and hangar and stuff down at the end. Okay. We actually have a runway. I was the most worried about that. Okay, it actually looks like we did the opposite of the suggested traffic pattern, but that's fine. You could probably tell me what the appropriate traffic pattern is before we get here instead of waiting until I'm over top of the airport to do it, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get our gear down so we can get everything situated. I think we already have 10 degrees of flaps down, yeah. So we could honestly do a second thing of flaps. Let's try to get this thing settled with its airspeed in between that 130 and 70 that we're looking for here before we do anything crazy. And we're just gonna make our final approach our own way. Dude, that is a small window we have for airspeed here, huh? Really wants to keep it consistent. Gotta be careful about losing too much speed. We don't want to overspeed with gear down. We don't want to underspeed and not have enough power to get to where we're going. Where's that runway at? Holy cow, that took a long time to come around. There she is. All right. Speed is good. Approach is good. Oh, I'm so freaking nervous, dude. Start backing it back. I'm going to go ahead and put reverse thrusters on. Dude, the trees go up all the way to the end of the runway. Oh, goodness. Bro, how do you want me to land here? We could have maybe landed from the other direction. Butter. 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 Oh my goodness, dude. That was really freaking terrifying. After everything we've been through, we had a successful landing. We had to restart because the game was telling me to go to 44,000 feet. We went to 25 and it told me I was hypoxic and I nearly passed out and died. We had to restart. We had to come here, flew all the way here, had a runway that we honestly probably shouldn't have been able to land on, but we were able to get it done, baby. We're just going to go ahead and go to this hold short. ATC completely gave up on us. They haven't said anything to us in the last 2 hours of this flight, so I'm not sure what happened there. Let's not overshoot our hold short here. I really don't want to mess with anything. As soon as we have the option to skip ahead, I'm just going to skip ahead because these airports are sketchy. These airports will flip your plane upside down and won't even think twice. Home sweet home. Holy cow. 5.5 hour flight later. Felt like absolutely nothing, and this beauty, oh my gosh, she is amazing. Look at those props. I love the red tips on there. We've got all sorts of bugs and stuff all over us. Oh, they fold in. That's pretty sick. Mission success. Oh, our entire career on the line, and we were able to get it done. 90% cargo integrity, 75% airline procedures. Thanks, airport, for not telling me where to go. 94% condition of the aircraft and 100% on aviator performances. Honestly, pretty good. Pretty impressed with that. We could have gotten an S, but it's fine. Still happy with an A. And we are going to make $1.01 million. Bad weather bonus, too. I didn't even really notice that much weather. I guess we probably had some wind and stuff. That's going to increase our reputation. We just made $1 million off one flight. That's what I'm talking about. And we figured out how to actually fly it, so we're just going to be able to continue doing that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next step in the business side of things, we're buying a 737. We'll probably do some helicopter missions before that, but the 737's coming. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.